Yo, I just had a huge realization. All right, number one in this whole entire realization is, um, so check it out. As soon as girls drain alpha males, the alpha male becomes a beta to her. Understand this. Understand. Right after she drains your semen, you become a beta to her. Now, if and here's the thing, right? There's different levels to this. If you are so alpha that you have, all this money over here, your energy has built all this business over here, you have all these girls that are on your dick over here, and then she can only drain you maybe once a week, right? Or once in a blue moon, and she can't get her grasp on you fully, and whatever, then she still views you as alpha because she can only because you have more to share, if that makes sense. Now, if you let her drain you to the point where you're now lazy, blah 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 blah, she will immediately view you as beta and immediately go to look for other options immediately. Now, here's something that a lot of guys don't realize. It's very rare for a guy to basically be able to retain enough energy to attract a lot of women and not give in to those temptations. That's why when you retain your semen, but you have charisma, but you have game, but you're on your purpose, you become like this, like unicorn to girls. Like you become this rare creature, mythological creature that they don't understand and they chase like crazy. It's because they realize, yo, this guy, he won't let me drain him, and I see other girls are attracted to him and he's not letting them drain him. He must be, you know, on a mission from God, number one, or non-needy completely because he's just so good with himself. Or number three, he has wisdom about his own energy and he's using it selfishly for himself, and uh, and he won't apologize for this. So clearly, what I'm saying, he has something that's more important than me and all those other girls, and that makes her lose so much validation. She'll chase you to the ends of the earth. And I want to explain something. So many guys apologize for that shit right there. They would apologize for that shit. So that's why there's no competition if you become that guy who doesn't apologize. Because here's the thing, most guys are so fucked in the head. As soon as she drains you, right? She goes and cheats immediately. Yet, if you have all these options over here, you apologize, bro. Or if you would have all these options over here, you would let them drain you, you would give in, you would succumb to that temptation. Do you understand how this game works now? The way I'm putting it black and white for you guys. If you can get the temptation and not be tempted by it and not be drained by it and keep going on your purpose fully independent, she will chase you to the end of the earth. But you might be thinking, well, what's the point of getting her to chase me if I don't give in eventually, right? If I don't ever give in, then I don't even experience that. She just keeps chasing. What's the point? Well, yeah, a lot of motherfuckers that don't even want these girls have the girls chasing them, right? And uh, the key here is you're gonna have to get yourself drained a few times to understand that there's nothing special there. It actually sucks to get yourself drained. You resent the sex. You resent her after that because right after she drains you, she treats you like shit almost immediately. That's how women do it. They once they get you and they got you and they know that you wanted them and they won, then they treat you like a little fucking like they'll treat you like this, like I love you, you're so like you're everything. Like they'll treat you like so nice, right? Like a nice guy, right? Like literally like, "Oh, I know you need my valid. I know you like it when I'm sweet to you." But then they're behind your back fucking some other dude. So they immediately go into manipulating nice guy mode. See, but a lot of nice guys out there, they actually believe that her treating him like, "Oh, you're so nice," da 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 da, is something good because that's how he got treated by his mother and he was trained to be treated like a nice guy and manipulated. So, nice guys get the validation from women. Women get the validation from alphas. Do you understand? what I'm saying here? Now, this is some deep shit that I want to, just to explain to you guys off the top. But going even further than this, I realized that that energy where, you save it and you retain it, you can literally become so independent that you don't need anybody or anything, and you can be fully in control of yourself. Now, what I have realized is when you retain a long period of time and then you ejaculate once, you actually do manifest a lot more right there. Like right after, like, you say you go 60 days and you're so like insanely, like, you can't even sleep, you're so horny, etc. If you bust once, then you basically get all fluid, you're really fucking charismatic, your testosterone will even go up, actually. You'll be strong, you'll be fucking motivated, you can focus more. But here's the thing, guys, it's a slippery slope once you nut one time. Yes, things become easier. Yes, you can use that superpower for a second, but this is what happens. The next nut is so much easier to do, to have. And even if you go once and then you go a long time again and then come, and then once and a long time again and then come, there will be that time where you come twice. There will be that time where you come 3 times, 4 times, and now you're drained again. So it's a slippery slope and it's a slippery path. That's why I recommend only ejaculating when it's an accident. All right, go as long as you can until it's an accident. So that means, yes, have good sex so that accidents can happen, right? But don't be addicted to consistent pussy. I'll tell you why. Because if an accident happened with this one girl and then she tries to like cling, but you know that that's bad because you don't want to let this, this girl be basically treat you like a nice guy. You don't want to get your validation from her, so you block her off for at least another week, right? And then you keep it like that. That's when you get into that alpha mode where, first of all, you're respecting your time before hers. Number one, she'll keep chasing. Number two, number three, you're not in danger of nutting too many times in a row. Now, I know a lot of guys out there are just nutting, 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 nutting. A lot of them are on testosterone, so actually you can nut, 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 nut when you're on testosterone. It's way different. You're literally shooting up your life force, and it's not real life force. It's like fake life force, and that's why a lot of people on testosterone basically chase after just hedonistic pleasures and whatever. I don't even want to go deep into it because I might be on testosterone later in the future, and I might have I don't have enough understanding of it. I've done testosterone before. I felt great, but everybody I see doing testosterone is kind of like on their own mission of just like wasting their prime. Like, they're like in their prime, shooting up testosterone and just burning that fuel until their hair turns gray, or until they lose their hair, or like whatever. And I see a lot of them are aging very, very horribly. But anyways, off that topic, the key here, guys, is that energy is an independent energy. That semen retained energy is an independent energy, and you can use this energy to do anything. And yes, it is a slippery slope to bust that one time, and it's very, very difficult. So it's very, very difficult when you go super long and then you still try to focus, right? It's very difficult. But like I said, meditation's key. But I remember, like, when I was retained 23 days this last time, I was meditating so much to try to catch my focus that I just ended up meditating like 3 hours one day and still didn't get any shit done that day. And then I nutted once, and then I worked and built a whole business in a week. And now I'm just trying to get that business launched, waiting on the banks to open up a payment gateway for the business. But so this game is slippery, and it's a tricky fucking game, guys. It's not easy. I don't care. Like, a lot of you guys on here telling me, like, I just had comments on my last video saying, like, yo, I've gone 132 days, I've gone 100 in this days, I can't sleep at night. And then, like, all the people that act like they just found this insane God mode with no downside, I know they're lying, because life doesn't work like that. Life always has a downside and an upside. Always. Period. There's a dichotomy of life. There's always the negative and positive polarities. So unless I consider doing qigong and doing energy work and working out a shitload. I consider that a downside. Why do I consider that a downside? Well, That's time and effort you could have been working on a business or growing in some other way. Because when you work out and you build muscle, like I haven't worked. I worked out super fucking hard for 20 days. Then I just didn't work out for 7 days, and I could see my muscles like going away. Like not like going away, but working out is something that you have to maintain always. So to me, it's a waste of time. Even though you can build your body up like pretty big and then you keep that muscle and muscle memory and stuff, at a certain level, you're going to have to take testosterone if you want to get bigger than that. You have to eat constantly to feed those muscles and keep it whatever. But obviously, I still recommend you get jacked because you have all this energy and all this time, you might as well put some time and energy into that. But if you have so much energy, so much time that you have to meditate, do qigong, work out, and do all this shit just to feel like, you've used up your energy, right? And have sex on top of that and whatever, then to me, it's just not like viable. And a lot of you guys saying you've gone 100 days, you've gone this, you've gone that. Okay, but have you built a business that's fucking killing it? That's actually bringing in like consistent revenue? Are you really killing it in life? Because I know it's very difficult to focus at like a couple certain days. Like some of these motherfuckers just have YouTube channels. Dude, a YouTube channel is a base, is a foundation. You don't get rich off YouTube. You can make consistent money off YouTube on a lower level. Even if you have your whole shit together, you're selling your course here, whatever, you can make decent money that way, but you're still trading time for money. That's not automated income. That's not the end game, guys. That's just like one thing. Building a YouTube channel is very cool, and I suggest everybody does it, but it's not the end all be all. It's not like the greatest business model in the fucking world, guys. Most creators are broke. And the creators that aren't broke are actually marketers. So they took the time to learn, and now they're using their platform to market, to sell high ticket things. And that's cool. They took Sam Oven's course and learned that shit, and they're doing some consulting stuff. That's cool. You still have to trade time for money. And if you outsource coaches, well then, dude, your business isn't even you anymore, and now like whatever, you can put your mission statement or whatever, but at some point the coaches won't deliver as much as you did, and people will be like, what is this? But okay, you keep it super good, da 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 da. Every dog has its day. Every dog dies eventually. So at the end of the day, guys, what I'm saying here is there's always a negative and positive side. Figure out what works for you, and I know what works for me. Only accident ejaculations, right? That's it. Like, and only one at a time. Only one, and then I go 10 to 20 days or more. Like, that's it. And if I bust twice in a row type shit within those 10 days, I'm gonna be drained as fuck. But if I only bust once, usually I'm chilling. But still, my goals is always 30 days to 60 days at a time in that window. If I ever go beyond that, guys, I know there'll be some negatives, but if I do go beyond it, I'm going to learn from it, and I'll always, give you guys the info here on YouTube. But I just want to let you know that this game is not like that cut and dry. Some of you acting like that all you have is blessings at 132 days of not coming at all. Really put me on game. Let me know what negatives. Come on, be transparent with me, and let's understand this. And let's not let girls win, and let's not apologize for being alpha. Don't apologize for being alpha. Alpha, don't let her win. Always, keep that energy going and flowing to fuck hotter girls, right? And if you have an accident with a hotter girl, block her off. Don't let her seep in, right? And don't apologize for being alpha, and stay on your purpose, building something that's actually going to make you a decent amount of money. And there's so many fucking tricky things with businesses and shit, and issues with business, so we need to save and conserve our energy to deal with those things and stay independent dealing with those things. You don't need anybody. You don't need business partners. You got this. You can do this on your own. You can do this. Now, I might try out a business partner, whatever, just because I like to learn from things, but I know for a fact you don't need business partners, because if I just do my shit again, like my plan is to start my own business by myself right now, and have a business partner over here so I can see if I can do it by myself because I've made enough mistakes by myself to know exactly what to do now, and then also with a business partner just to see if it plays out right. That's my plan right now, and so that's what I'm gonna do. But anyways, guys, learn from your mistakes. Get back on your alpha path because since I've nutted, I have not gone and approached any girls. I have not worked out, and I know my girl is just living. You know, she takes the energy. Like the girls, they take the energy, especially if you come in their mouth or in them. They absorb that energy and they just go and use it to live their life. And everybody's selfish, so don't apologize for being selfish. All right. With that being said, I'm out, guys. Peace.